section of the evening. We're doing a little bit of track inspection. Safety officials are talking things over, making sure the track is getting ready to go. The field sitting stationary there in turns 3 and 4. We actually had the 41 car, it was Richard Ellis, on and off the pit lane, so they had some problems initially, but it looks like they've got everything sorted. He is back out on the racetrack. Richard, a prominent figure on our days and nights of destruction, having some fun here, NASCAR local racing series portion of the season. He was out actually a couple of weeks ago and had some mechanical problems. So good to see him back. The field starting to roll for a transponder check. And I know this is one of our favorite divisions here at Langley. It's one of Buck Roos's favorite divisions as well, because Buck, we like to do things a little bit differently here for this portion of the afternoon.
Yes, sir. I tell you what, this is where the real fans of racing show up. I tell you what, and they show out. The Enduro Series fans are like no other fans on the planet, and we get to see that, like you said, a Day of Destruction. And we got one of those coming up in June. I think the 27th is going to be the Summer Night of Destruction. And I think I'm coming here to work that either with you or with Brian, so that's going to be pretty fun. But right now, we're going to have some fun. There's nothing but a few flags we got to worry about with this series. There's no yellow. There's only a green, a red, a white, and a checkered. That's pretty much, and you don't want the other one. That would be the black flag. And sometimes they have to distribute that out. But when we stop them, at least from my back in the days, we always usually do the Ric Flair. Woo! So it's always fun with the Enduro crowd.
I'm sure we'll see at least one of those here with the Enduro drivers on track, and certainly a lot of fun. I always like to say it's Glenn Edwards, our pace truck driver. It's his favorite division because he gets to go and put his feet up when these guys take the green flag. Let's take you through your starting lineup, again determined by a random pill draw here earlier this afternoon. Ben Crum in the number 2 machine, going to be on pole position, the rookie competitor looking for his first win. Thomas Matzke lines up second. Brandon Davis is third, followed by Zach Herdline, last year's champ, in fourth. Richard Ellis going to line up P5. He did make it back out on the racetrack. Tillman Hewer, race winner earlier this season, lines up 6th. Jennifer Crabtree going to be 7th. Michael Joyner is 8th. Ian Moyer, Alex Gay is 9th. Thomas Fontaine is 11th. Great to have him back with us in this division. Charles Jarvis is going to line up 12th. Haley Nelson makes her return tonight, 13th. Alex Floroff, most recent winner, is 14th. Joe Roberts, 15th. Chris Goodell going to line up P16 for this 30-lap feature race. Round number 4 of 2026. Again, last time these cars were on track, it was Alex Floroff that got the race win. The 17 machine went to Dale Emmons victory lane after a motor expired race number 1. They went to work, skipped race number 2, and were able to win the 3rd event, trying to make up for the lost round in points. Always a lot of fun here, these random pill draws. We get set to go racing. Fast cars all over the racetrack. It is going to be like a hornet's nest in turn number 1. Ben Crum going to lead us off. Buck, it's always like you need about 3 or 4 sets of eyes to watch this race because everything happens so quickly.
Yeah, definitely, because I mean it's not qualifying, so everybody gets some of your faster cars could start in the very back of the field, and here we go.
We're ready to go here for round number 4 of 2026. Ben Crum gets the jump at the initial start. The pole sitter leads him back into turns 1 and 2, 3, 4 wide for 2nd place. There's the Brandon Davis machine, the number 1 car there in the mix. 32 of Zach Herdline is there as well. Tillman Hewer, Richard Ellis, all fighting back to turns 3 and 4.
Yeah, Crum got the great break. The 2 machine out front with that Dale Earnhardt Sr. throwback scheme all the way back when he was driving for Rod Osterlund. Now here comes the 32 of Herdline. He hits down into turn number 1, going for P number off of turn number 2 and down the backstretch. We got a hornet's nest.
Actually, it's like Interstate 64 right here in Hampton. Unbelievable what we're seeing.
Oh yeah, it was fun trying to get over here today too.
High-speed highway activity here between the former street cars, now turned race cars of the Enduro category. There's Alex Gay in the 22 car holding off Richard Ellis, the 64. Thomas Fontaine got himself a new ride. There he is doing battle with Ellis. That is P5 and 6 on the racetrack. Ellis up top into the 2nd groove as they go through 3 and 4. There's Haley Nelson in the mix. Looking a little bit further up towards the front. Tillman Hewer going back into turn 1. He's got the 22 of Alex Gay right there on his tire tracks. Now they are single file for position. Everybody chasing the Ben Crum machine. He is dirt tracking it through turns 3 and 4.
Yeah, Crum knows this field's coming and coming in a hurry right now. Zach Herdline, we know what he can do out here in this Enduro class. Tillman Hewer right behind him in the 24. Alex Gay in the 22. Thomas Fontaine, you mentioned him a couple of times in the 64, racing it out with Richard Ellis. Haley Nelson right behind them in the 11, and Alex Floroff in the 17. Those top 8 top 8 machines taking up pretty much exit of turn 4 to entrance of turn 3.
Right now watching Tillman Hewer go at it for position, the 22 car underneath. These two cars running right next to each other. It is great racing here in the battle for P4, or excuse me, that's the battle further back. Watching the battle for third spot. I'll get it right here in a second as they make contact through turns 3 and 4. Alex Gay trying to go through the 24 machine. Hewer not having anything with it. Unbelievable what we're seeing. These guys laying it up all on the line here early on.
Yeah.
Thomas Fontaine's in the mix as well, BR.
Yeah, and those 3 cars. Now it's a 3-car battle. Fontaine looks to the top side of the racetrack, thinks better, swings down to the bottom. And the 3 cars almost in a chain race look between Alex Gay, Tillman Hewer, and Thomas Fontaine, the 22, 24, and 64 machines.
Ashley, we were just chatting before we came on air. You're good friends, you and your husband are good friends with Richard Ellis. He's got a front row seat for this action.
Yeah. Yeah, my husband and him go way back.
Richard Ellis, a staple here at the Enduro category. Watching these two drivers go at it. It is unbelievable to see these cars kind of on the edge of control as they go through the corner. I mean, you can see them turning right to go left. It is remarkable what they're having to do just to get these cars around the racetrack. Watching the 24 car, the Jeff Gordon throwback paint scheme hold off. Thomas Fontaine, multi-time race winner here in Enduro's 64 car, trying to get underneath the 24 car. Look at the 22 car of Ben Crum, absolutely sideways on entry. Watch him go down here into turns 3 and 4. That car is going to look like it's wrecking loose, right as I say it. There it is, right there.
Yeah.
That car's leading the race.
Yes, that's crazy.
Unbelievable what we're seeing, and we're seeing, I think that's an exhaust pipe dragging on the right side of the
Yes.
car. His hardline is there, BR.
Oh, man, on the front stretch, the 24, Tillman Hewer was looking right at me. He got turned completely sideways. Luckily, Thomas Fontaine machine letting him save that car, but it's going to give Richard Ellis a top 5 run now. The fastest car on the track is Alex Gay. Everybody else has been running 20 to 21 second laps. He's running 18 second laps around here right now, so almost a second and a half faster than most of the field over the last 5 laps.
Not sure what happened to Fontaine. He immediately felt something was wrong as he went down into the infield, but tough break for the former race winner. Look at race leader Ben Crum right in front of Alex Gay. Also throw the 32 of Zach Herdline in the mix as well. He is absolutely slinging that car around here. The front end almost being followed by the rear end every time he goes in the corner. We're watching a battle further back as well. That's the 24 of Tillman Hewer trying to hold off the 17 of Alex Floroff. Both are race winners already this season. Floroff, a former champion, as the Jeff Gordon throwback tries to go after the 50 or the 41 of Richard Ellis, who's slinging it sideways as well.
I tell you, man, Richard's hanging on for everything he's got. Hewer's got a very fast car. He's just trapped in some traffic and has had a couple of bad moves. And now, new leader off of turn 4. Alex Gay goes around the outside of the 2 of Ben Crum. Crum tries to put a little chrome horn on it, but nothing do it. 22 car, new leader.
I don't know how there's anything left of the right rear tire of that 2 car, but Alex Gay has gone to the point. Came oh so close last time out, didn't get the win. He too slinging it sideways out there on the racetrack. Drivers absolutely putting on a show. It's remarkable to see these drivers in the way that they absolutely have to position their race cars to get them around this facility. Trying to make it look very, very easy, but they are absolutely slinging it around this facility. And of course, no spotters for the Enduros either. That's something that's very, very different compared to the rest of our categories. No voice in there here to help guide them around this racetrack.
Yeah, the only way you know if somebody's inside is when you feel them.
Certainly going to have to feel it out here as they go down into turn 1. Tillman Hewer is figuring that out, looking in the rearview mirror, and he sees his race car opponent, the number 17, Alex Floroff, trying to battle for position. They're going back down into turns 3 and 4. Actually, their cars look a little bit more stable than the rest. I imagine they're a little happier with how their cars are driving.
Yeah, probably.
It looks very, very tame here compared to our leaders as they battle for 4th place. How cool is that? They painted that 24 car to look just like a Jeff Gordon throwback.
I'm a huge Jeff Gordon fan just because my grandpa, that was his favorite.
So you resonate with this 24 car.
Yeah, I do, but it's hard to root against Ellis as well. So.
Well, I'll tell you something funny. Those numbers that you see on the door are actually from a Jeff Gordon race car. The driver who raced it last year had a friend who worked for Hendrick Motorsports, and so those numbers on the door actually raced in a race sometime in the early 2000s. Just a great story. As soon as they bought that car, they knew exactly what they were going to do with it. And and really, really cool that those sponsors were able to accommodate their wishes to make the car look like that. We're watching a battle further up as Zach Herdline gives a shot to Ben Crum. That's a little bit of a wake-up call, we'll call it.
Just seeing if he was awake.
Yeah, just making sure he's there for sure. As Crum is awake. Look at the way he's wheeling that car. There's no driver more up on the wheel right now than Ben Crum, as Zach Herdline tries to fire away around him. Imagine he's a little nervous to try to make a pass on this 2 car. How do you do that?
I think he's about to lose it, and oh.
Sideways for Herdline. He's going to be the one that goes around. He tried to mimic Ben Crum right there and just couldn't hang with him, unfortunately. Tough driving there from 2 competitors who are giving it everything in these final 10 laps. There's all to play for right now as we're watching 3rd and 4th. It's Herdline, Hewer, and Floroff now battling for position, and Crum has evaded the challenge for now. All 3 cars single file. All of this happening behind Alex Gay. Buck Roos, that 22 car has shot out of a cannon.
I told you, man, he was running a second faster than everybody else on the racetrack when he was in 4th spot. So I've just been watching it, and he's still running 20 flats to 20.6, 20.1's as closest of anybody to him, and that's Zach Herdline.
He has been a great story to watch here early in 2026. A new car for him and that race team, and they have been top 3 every single night up to this point. They are so hungry to get that first win. Alex was so defeated last week after falling just a little bit short. And right now he is inside on 5 laps, trying to get to the end of this one, get that first win. Here comes the car Ashley and I were just talking about, the Jeff Gordon throwback, feeling some pressure with the black and silver number 17. Go back down into turns 1 and 2. Floroff going to make the pass. Hewer, nothing he can do, just has to sit back and watch.
Yeah, Floroff past champion in that 17 machine. He goes into the corner, works his way off, and now gets himself up into a top 4 running spot. Like I said, Herdline with a great save down in 3 and 4 earlier. Crum has had a solid race, though. He might be P2, but that 2 machine, he has done a great job. No matter how he's slinging the car, he's making it work, and he's trying to hang on to a top 2 finish, but Herdline's starting to reel him back in again.
I was just getting ready to say, Herdline is a little bit quicker, and he may not be too pleased with the number 2 car. They made contact, and he got the shorter end of the stick. Watching the battle for 5th place, the 24 and the 41 going at it. Now it's Ashley's turn to pick a favorite here in this battle.
I mean, I'm going to go with Ellis, but I think I like the number 24 for Jeff Gordon, my grandpa, but I'm going to go with Ellis.
Ellis, we'll give Ellis the family connection, but that 24 car absolutely wins best in show. It is a great looking machine, as Ellis is going to try to make the pass into 3. Looks like Hewer may be struggling with that car just a little bit. Right as that happens, Ellis makes the pass happen, so clearly some issues with Hewer, just trying to make it home to the end of this race as we see a little bit of battling further up. Actually, that's Jennifer Crabtree right there in the middle of our top 5 runners. The white flag is in the air. Alex Gay is looking for his first career Enduro win, and what a display it has been. The 22 machine started 10th, had to earn it the hard way with a poor pill draw, and the young man is going to finally become an Enduro race winner for the first time in his career. Alex Gay gets it done at Langley. Congratulations to him and that team. Absolutely had to get up on the wheel and earn it. As the field flashes across the start-finish line, Ben Crum is going to come home 2nd from the pole. Alex Floroff was 3rd. Zach Herdline comes home 4th. Richard Ellis was 5th. Tillman Hewer going to come home P6. Haley Nelson comes home P7. Charles Jarvis P8. Michael Joyner was P9. Brandon Davis, your top 10. Thomas Matsky 11th. Chris Goodell was 12th. Ian Moyer 13th. Joe Roberts was 14th. Thomas Fontaine 15th. Jennifer Crabtree unofficially scored 16th, although could be some transponder issues on the number 4. The long-awaited moment is here. Young Alex Gay gets that long-awaited win. He is finally going to be able to celebrate. This is going to be a party down here in Victory Lane.